was all originally from my homeland. Like my old man said, there's nothing impossible. So we have to bring this message to my brother lyrical. Straight from the crew, out to the blue. We represent the voices of my ancestors calling. And I was getting more and my culture is falling. Now we have a step up for the past 20 calling.
Once now when this stuff, ain't nobody gonna stop us. People, everybody, would you listen to us for a start? No point complaining in this we're partaking. We represent the cause of the ones falling. We resemble true art when we bust the line.
Previously on Delos, Brady and Yasha continued their super yacht adventure, where they visited remote islands, live volcanoes, and even had a close encounter with bull sharks.
How does that feel?
Strange. It's like we never left, but it feels really weird.
Welcome to Kudat.
It feels really good though, finally. After that monster trip, I just feel like, so cool. So cool.
Here we are. There she is.
Monster trip? What monster trip? A few months ago, Karin's grandma passed away, so we turned Delos around and hightailed it back to Kudat. Leaving Delos for 3 weeks is about the same as 3 months. It's exactly the same preparation and planning, so we decided to do it right. We'd turn it into a traveling adventure and take a break from cruising to spend time with family. After 3 days of traveling, we finally made it to Sweden, the land of cute little red and white houses. We had a pretty sweet deal at Karin's mom's house. Just do a bit of yard work, some good old-fashioned manual labor, and walk the dog. Our room and board was sorted. We had plenty of time to work on videos, which was really nice. Even way out in the country, there's fiber right to the house, so things took 5 minutes to upload, not 5 days. I even got to try some Swedish delicacies like surströmming, which smells so bad you have to open it outside in a bucket of water. It's basically rotten fish that you eat off of hard bread. It's really more of an acquired taste. Patrick and Johanna sent us a Facebook message, and next thing we knew, we were sailing the Stockholm archipelago on a beautiful afternoon. Thanks, guys. Before we knew it, weeks had flown by, and it was time to move on. We got a really cool invitation at Copenhagen, Denmark to talk sailing, an opportunity we just couldn't pass up. Mette and Ole organized everything, opening their homes and hearts to us. Blew us away how connected we felt to everyone we met. With a few more weeks before returning to Delos, we bought the cheapest one-way ticket we could find and headed to Florida to see my family. Lots of people ask about our scariest moment, and I can honestly say, after life at 6 knots, it was the insane driving on I-95. So within a matter of hours, the quiet Swedish countryside was replaced with the beach metropolis of southern Florida. It was so good to see family again, something I really miss after spending so many years traveling. We even met up with the Braidster and Yoshirama, fresh back from their super yachting adventure. The love we received from people back in the good old USA was really humbling. The kindred spirits we met during our time home really inspired us. To know that others were getting something out of this incredible experience as well meant the world to us. And it was so cool to put a face to some of the names we'd been virtual friends with. All because of the common interest of sailing. But then it was time to go back to Delos. So we found some random tickets connecting in LA, Guangzhou, and Kuala Lumpur. Our roundabout path took us west again, back across the Pacific. In a mere 3 months, we'd circumnavigated the entire globe by air. We visited 6 countries and traveled by plane, train, boat, bus, and taxi. Wherever we went, there was a comfy couch, cozy mattress, or a home-cooked meal. And it was awesome. It wouldn't have been possible without the kindness and generosity of those we met along the way.
So this is our last leg in the journey. 4-hour taxi ride up to Kudat. So in 4 hours you will see Delos, which is really exciting.
Sound.
Al gave us another ride back to Delos. It seemed like only yesterday that we'd left, but it had been 3 months. We left her in tip-top shape, but from past experience, boats like to be used, and stuff breaks just sitting there. So I was more than just a little nervous. We had 4 days to get Delos ready before our new crew arrived, and we had to set sail for Brunei.
Everything looks good.
Weird. So strange. What?
That's just the way we left it.
It's just the way we left it, huh?
It's a hot one. We're back though, and everything's looking good. Just turning on the refrigeration and checking up all the systems. Toilet, generator, sailing instruments, water maker, main engine. Uh-oh.
Turbo's not working, so can't leave without that. It's a bit of a mission, though.
So you trying to take it off now?
Yeah, I think the compressor's stuck, so I'm trying to get the outer housing of the turbo off, so we'll figure out if the blades are jammed up. I'll know in like 10 more minutes, I think, so that's good. So I got the turbo off, and yeah, the compressor's seized up, so hopefully, this happened once before and I was able to break it loose with a little bit of WD-40, so gonna give that a shot again. So see that little blade in there? That's the compressor for the turbo, and it's supposed to spin freely, and it's kind of like stuck. So what I'm gonna do is just really easily work it while spraying some WD-40 in there. And then real gently then I'll have to scrape all these pieces of carbon in there. There you go. See how it's starting to spin now?
What's going on, bro?
I don't know. It didn't fix it. So it's a big problem because the main will only go up to like 13 or 1400 RPM now. So I'm really not sure why it's doing it. Definitely the turbo was a problem, but there's got to be something else somewhere too. So I think the best thing for now is to have a really strong whiskey and coke, get a good night's sleep, and then try and take a look at it again in the morning, I guess. All right, engine's in working order. Check this out. Idle, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, turbo's engaged. Look at that. 2,500. That's awesome. It would actually turn out to be 2 problems. So the turbo was messed up and the compressor blades were seized, but then also on the prop there was like that much growth from leaving the boat so long, so the whole thing was just like, you know, not able to turn down there, and it just bogged down the engine. But now it's all sorted out and on to the next problem.
We even got our chain regalvanized. We started the task of scraping all the barnacles and creatures off the mooring lines. Little did we know that the creatures squirted out highly toxic burning juice. So after bathing in vinegar, we went back with some proper rain gear. It took an entire day, but the lines were good as new. Next thing we knew, 4 days had passed, and it was time to pick up our new crew. To the left is Marta, Karin's mom. She came out and sailed with Delos in the Philippines about a year ago, and was back for some more sailing action. Claire and Jesse are a couple of GCs from down under, and we're real keen for some blue water sailing.
I'm originally from Cairns in Australia, and I now live in the Gold Coast in Australia, which is near Brisbane. Beautiful place, lots of sailing going on there.
Jesse and I contacted Delos probably 5 months ago because we also have a goal to have a boat and sail around the world, and it'll be my first ocean passage and my first lot of night sailing and my first time sailing on a monohull, so lots of firsts for me.
So with a complete crew, it was time to check out of Malaysia.
That's it. Yeah, too easy.
Off to immigration.
That's genuine. Good enough. Yeah. Alright, so we're done. We're all checked out of Malaysia, ready to head to Brunei, and it's kind of similar to going through the airport. You still do the same stuff. You go to immigration and customs and quarantine, but you just kind of have to do it on your own and find it out. And some places are easy and some are hard. Turns out Malaysia is super easy and cool and nobody wants any bribes, so it's nice, and now we're ready to go. So let's head out.
Got the chicken.
Drop a mooring, cut them loose line.
We're off!
We're out. Goodbye, Kudat. We're on our way to Brunei. And there's about 4 knots of wind, so we're gonna be motoring for a little while, but it'll be an alright passage, for sure.
So we're just passing the tip of Borneo. You can see it over there. And it's pretty exciting. And then now we're gonna start heading south. I felt relieved to start heading south again. We've been off the boat for quite a while, and we had 1,000 nautical miles to get to Singapore. This was the first milestone in our sail across the Indian Ocean this season. And to be honest, I was definitely feeling a bit rusty around the edges. And I had that nervous, exciting feeling in my belly that I always get before I go on a passage to new countries.
Burning. My pasty skin can't handle it.
I love how new crew always bring their own skills and personality to this trip. We were all excited to be sailing, and Claire decided to teach us a little tap dance.
The sun set, and it was time for our new crew to do their first night watch.
Have done our first night passage. Has been really good. The moon has been up the whole night. Lovely conditions. It has been quite a few fishing boats, a passenger ferry, some islands. A bit battered after a night with watches. But now, as you can see, the sun is coming up. Another lovely day.
So Claire Bear, what are you up to?
Looking out for forests.
Forests.
Massive logs floating through the ocean in the middle of nowhere.
And how was your first night on the boat?
I was shit scared. It's really, I did from 11 till 2 a.m. and it's very quiet and very, well, it actually wasn't that dark because we had the moon, but if things come up on the radar that you can't see yet, or you see something that's not on the radar and then you're trying to work out if it's a boat or if it's a marker, or you're checking that the radar and the map meets up, and then halfway through my shift the map ended. I was sailing off the end of the earth.
On a piece of starboard, we're gonna make a comfy seat for the bow.
How are we looking for size?
It's gonna be a real comfy one. Stopper knot, I think it's called. I'll just put it on that and then just tie it around the stanchions.
For my bony bum. Ah, it's bloody beautiful.
Well, I can tell you, I never thought I'd end up in Brunei, but we're here, so we'll go check it out for sure.
Like Brian, I never thought I would find myself visiting this crazy little country. Brunei is one of the smallest but yet richest countries per capita in the world. With a population of just over 400,000 people, they enforce the strictest form of Islam, and alcohol, bacon and lady shoulders are strictly forbidden.
Control, Harbor Control, this is the yacht Delos, over.
Yacht Delos, this is Mohr Harbor. How many crew on board and your nationality?
Total of 5 crew on board. 5 persons on board, 1 American, 2 Swedish, 2 Australian, over.
Okay, roger that. So, Yacht Delos, this is Mohr Harbor, and 5016, and thank you for the information, over.
Delos clear and standing by to 16.
So we're coming to the yacht club at Brunei Harbor.
We had a pretty tight schedule, so we planned on a quick 24-hour stay with only one mission: cheap fuel.
Checking into
forms to fill in.
Nationality, USA, name. Right. So we're here at the Brunei Yacht Club, and apparently it's the cheapest diesel in the entire world. It's something like 25 or 30 cents a liter. And there's a couple of Land Rovers here, and apparently the keys are waiting on the floorboards for us. We really have no idea why, it just kind of is, but we're gonna go for a little ride and get some cheap fuel.
It turns out that one of our followers in Singapore used to live here and called in a favor. Next thing we knew, free transportation.
Let's give it a go. Alright. Well, I haven't driven one of these in a while. And it's left-handed shift too. Now we just need to find the fuel station. Good morning.
Morning.
Can you tell me which way to the nearest fuel station?
Oh, just go outside here at the Mohr town.
Just this way?
Yeah, just this way. Go on straight.
Okay, and how about a bank with an ATM?
Yeah, also this way.
Same?
Yeah.
Okay, terima kasih.
Thank you.
Okay, so we drive on the left, on the left side here.
After driving around for a while, we finally found the only gas station in town.
I think we have enough for 250, so okay. This is our new friend. He's helping us get our diesel now. So, I don't know, I kind of feel like we just did something wrong because it's not totally legit, but we got how many liters? 500 liters of fuel or something? A lot. I mean, as much as we could carry. It's crazy. So we saved ourselves like a bit of cash. And they were really cool. They let us fill up a whole lot.
You might wonder why a yacht club needs such high fences. Well, the Brunei Yacht Club is kind of a haven for all the Westerners in Brunei. If you want to swim in a bikini, grab a drink, and eat a BLT at the same time, this is the place. The only place.
And it was 132 Brunei dollars, which is like just over $100 US. So it is super cheap. It's like the cheapest in the world, I think. Something like 25 cents a liter US. Crazy.
You just gotta lug them all in.
Yeah, that's the problem.
With kids.
Mission complete. Time to set sail for Singapore. Up next, we sail across the South China Sea, build some new toys, and check into Singapore.
Long ago when I was installed, if I do recall correctly at all, you were clean from the high to the low, in the shine, in the hail, in the
snow. When the church would look out from the lake, watching over those movements we'd make. What it offered, we'd take. Every breath, every lie, each bar stayed.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm pretty excited. Hopefully we don't see no pirates on the way, because you know, we'll just fucking blast them. Yeah, like, we'll be able to deal with that shit. But, you know, could be some big swell rolling through. Maybe some wind, not really sure yet. Hopefully we don't have to motor all the way, you know, stink boat style.